we are back with more Final Fantasy 16, new session, because we went and played something else after the last video, as voted for by I think 3 people. But we are back in our base and ready to talk to Gav. That's who we were talking to.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
So let's do just that.
Ah, Clive! I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the 2 nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Hello, Tombrick. No, there is no peace here or tranquility here. There is only war and strife.
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
No, most places have been destroyed by the Blight, I think, so all the settlements are gone. This chapter kind of opened up showing who's left. The Moogle board. Excuse me, it's not Otto's counter, it's the Moogles, whose name I've forgotten. Oh, okay. The Patron's Whisper? AKA Distractions.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Distractions, Clive, distractions. No. No spoony bards. Go see what that board is about.
That broom's as ragged as...
forgotten what she was doing. Oh, she recounts what status
For
things are
another
in,
of my
right?
lectures.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Thanks.
Going so soon?
Nothing has changed since the last time we spoke.
Arthur's all right.
Nectar, that's his name.
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know? Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
So view the hunt board. I did one already. Yeah, I did that one in fact. Okay, in the hopes of the fearless heroes such as Clive take it upon themselves to hunt the notorious marks, yes. Reward 10 something and 5,000 gil. The Angel of Death. Belphegor. Okay, so this is on par with him. Is there no marker? I'm not going to remember these names or locations. Clearview and Sanbreck. Focus on that one. Clearview, Sanbreck. What are your services?
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens
Mont
of
Blanc gave you
appreciation the sender
Mark
has
Hunts in
specified
Final
as
Fantasy
to be
12.
presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Your benefactors are
Oh,
a
this is where you
generous lot.
spend that. You get renowned inspiring nameless benefactors across the realm to donate money. Ah, okay. Oh, a meteorite. Those are super rare. That's really useful. 400, that's genuinely good. Give me that.
You earned this.
Berserker ring. So that's a reason to do the marks then. I don't want the meteorite, so no.
Best of luck.
Oh wait, I
out
think
there,
it doesn't subtract from your total, does it? So I could have taken it. It's fine. It'll
Doesn't
stay there.
sound like anywhere is safe.
What do you do? Got.
That I'm planning. Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Oh yeah, that was just side quests I've
Anything catch
missed,
your
but I
eye?
should have done them all. Yeah, okay.
Think you can help?
Been pretty good with keeping up with the side quests. I say as I turn and see one I missed. Where is that one?
That broom's as ragged as
I hear
Might have to go down the elevator, but I don't think you can get to the side of a ship from the elevator.
Think it's alright to touch him?
Oh, over here I think, yeah. Didn't even realize you could come over here. This looks like where Luke Skywalker's adopted parents were murdered.
It's not. Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Sure.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Take it the original botanist also died. Two baskets? Shouldn't it be bushels? Is that not the correct word? Up here.
Did you come through the
Or
forge
not,
today?
up again.
It smells like a still.
Is this where I was before? I don't recognise this. How'd I get... there must be another stair I missed. There we are. You for this.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
That was a very easy quest. Assuming, well, there is more, but still.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
It was in my prison pocket, that's why it's warm. Hey, you should get only one.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
Okay, so they weren't all
That's
for
the
him.
last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
That rude
Kind of glad I had this side quest to do because that'll at least buy time for everyone coming in at normal start time.
Think it's alright to touch him?
Cursebreakers sent their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her? After all these years? I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for.
Which classic enemy? A Tombury, of course.
Like your fruit, Martel? Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Or Cactuar, or Behemoth. You don't display an apple, you eat an apple. I guess we'll be keeping this place for a long time, given that it's got, or maybe even all the time, because it's got a display room. It might eventually take off, I suppose, but this seems like our base. We were just guests in Sid's one before, but this one's ours. Am I running to the exit? We can leave now. I want to go to clear something in Sandbrick. See, I remembered. Oh. I can't. Well, for the record, where would it have been so I remember? Sandbrick is over here, isn't it? Yeah. Lost Wing. North Reach. It must be a sub-area of one of these areas then. Well, either way, I'm not allowed to go there yet, so we will just carry on here then. Which Jolly Ranchers do they taste like? Some are nicer than others. Oh, the pop-ups work today. Hello, D-Soldier, thank you for resubbing for the 40th time.
It was wise to leave, Gav. He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Green apple, that's a good one. I prefer the blue raspberry and watermelon though.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past.
If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
I didn't want to interrupt the cutscene, but hey, the alerts are doing it anyway. Thank you, LoJack, for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. That's very generous. Angelica and... Wait, Trunks got one as well. Magic Bananas and Reiji. I recognise 4 out of the 5 names. Thank you.
Come on.
Bloodlines. I think they're probably going to expand Jill's character a little bit now.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Don't make me kill the Jacobos. Just be neutral. Don't attack me. I'm just stealing things. Okay, they are neutral. Hey, wait, why am I not using mine?
Let's go.
Justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy
The Thatch Call would
dancing
be
a gallows
hilarious
jig
in
like
this,
the
I
miller's
think.
son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
2 heavily armed people walk into town and they don't think there might be... I mean, I know we didn't do anything, but... Would they not draw conclusions?
Welcome, stranger.
The gear you're selling is bad and you should feel bad.
Keep to the roads now.
Who else am I supposed to be talking to here? Ah.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
What's a
You don't
firebrand?
think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out.
Okay, good. They don't know either. That means we're not supposed to know yet. I'm going to guess it's people that Joshua's given the blessing of the Phoenix to.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
I'm gonna guess this goes round to where we need to be.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Sounds like the scenic route. I'll take the scenic route. It's a lightsaber. What are these robots doing out here?
Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Alrighty then. Wait, but there wasn't a chest or anything here, was there? Because there is this bit in here. No, it just leads back out. Actually, that looks like the way we're supposed to go. Nah, it leads round either way. Okay. This is where you go if you want to fight those weird robots, I guess. Because here's more of them. They do just seem to be minding their own business. Well, no, actually, a few of them were active. That's a very loud car alarm. Like, that is extra loud. That person really values their car. I imagine it is being picked up, right? Because that is really loud. Yes, hello, sorry, yes, I know. That's the most obnoxious car alarm I've ever heard. You can't hear it? Yeah, but you're deaf. Any normal people hear it? No? Well, it's stopped now anyway. Hats off to the noise gate. Oh, these are not going to be nice people. Yep. This is one way to start a fight.
More of my mother's men.
He'll leave you beat. That ain't a town, that's a bridge.
Someone's brave.
Hello, Trunks. Yeah, I was just going to say you got gifted a sub earlier. Oh.
Blood, Clive.
Yes, thank you. I know.
It's still wet.
Torgal's got his angry face on.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
Oh, they're still on cooldown.
Enough.
They are, yeah, they have Space Marine zealous energy, that's for sure.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends. The branded you freed from our camps.
Stop giving the robot power.
They await you in Ordil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
We hurry, but there's also Sparkly.
find something, boy. Death.
Oh, Ozo.
Oh, found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Not even gonna... Like, I thought he was gonna burn the bodies to at least cremate them. I guess not. Okay. Because usually they go out of their way to respect the dead.
Like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Oh, there's just other bodies in the street too.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Oh,
No need to ride
immediately
from here.
another cutscene. Never mind. I thought we had a distance to travel. Well, we're not even wanting to go through that way.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
You find no succor to the south travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
Given the tone of the game, I'm not surprised there isn't a Chocobo theme. They might fit it in at some point. But for the riding around, can you imagine listening to it while I go from scene of genocide to scene of genocide? Devil crab. Crab.
finished.
Yoink. You come for the mix and you get Devil May Cry? You read the title. This town's a bit bigger. I was about to call the Jacobo, but there's no point. Oh wait, actually we're supposed to go down there.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
I'm guessing we're not allowed in here then.
We should stop at the main gate and see where that gets us.
Oh, okay, we're going to be coming back here in a second then. I understand.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy. Voice friends dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, get enough
Fuck off! And you jealous bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, away with you, filth! Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
He had his own Lazarus pit?
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
No, it's too large, it's a dungeon.
As long as it is abandoned.
It'll have an enemy of some type in there. Black light burns. That's what you use to look for cum stains, right?
Black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Yeah, we fought a dragon recently. Okay. Oh. I get embarrassed every time I accidentally make him jump.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Nope. No, you're in a walking bar, he doesn't jump very high.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
No, not friendly either.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
That's still a fun attack. Take his wing, or my dog will kill you. Take his wing. Never mind. Get eaten. I think it was 2,300 to get the Judgment Bolt. Getting there.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix.
Oh, it's the guy with the axe.
I was there when you
He
died.
lived.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
I did wonder why it said bested and not defeated.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee.
Thank you, Lissy, for 42 months with Twitch Prime. Oh, no problem at all.
Though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready.
Apparently she did have another kid with the Emperor.
This is their main
Could be,
host.
what, in early teens, assuming she had it not long after the intro of the game?
Perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
I was including the 5-year time skip in my calculation, yeah.
We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I've got a sword made of bits of Ramu. I think I'm fine.
We'll show them that.
That said, I could do with a new pair of bangles.
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
See, you could, but you sell trash. So, no.
May the blessing of the
Although if I need a
crystals
desert
go
rose,
with
that's who I go to.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
I've not faced Titan yet, no.
Fancy? You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear.
Oh, are
of
they going to
being
play a remix of Battle on the Big Bridge? That
While
would be
the Black
fun.
Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So wait. The bearers from Aldale have been laid to rest.
Oh, there we go. See, and once again, it went out of its way to let you know that they treated the dead with respect.
Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
He could still be sus. I guess so. He was trying to kill the traitors in the intro, though. If he was just doing that, so like 10 years later, he would be trusted, that's impressive. Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on his destination, they may choose to remain behind. So that's just saying if I leave, he'll hang around here. Because he's not going to follow me back to the base. Which in itself is a little sus.
We'll keep them from...
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
It literally does at all times.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Oh, here was me thinking it'd be a straight run back, but there's people here now. Although they're hiding in terror. Bugger me sideways. Ah.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Charge at them. Have Ambrosia claw their eyes out.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
Why do all the mean Black Shield guys have the same voice?
For us area!
For us area!
Oh, forgot what one I was on.
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear. Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Answer in kind, my lord.
Slow.
More dragons.
More dragons?
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say
Oh, what's this one going to be
A
called?
noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our
Is that Salt
point,
Spire?
that this land is in dire need of cleansing.
The Lasting Dark. Yeah, they've gone from like Glorious Sun to Setting Sun to Lasting Dark.
finish this.
You mean finish him? Nice try.
Damn it.
It's over.
Okay, he's evaporated. Oh, I didn't realize I can sort of move. Like, moves very slowly, but I can actually move while doing that. Follow them. It is now. Ask him if the tower. I was going to say that and I didn't. Oh, getting there. Like 210.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Yeah, didn't get any for that. Got a super rare item though.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
This game likes giving you markers to show who you are.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
I guess the other guy did die, even though he was getting healed by Joshua.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Okay, they skipped me having to come here at least. Interesting.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Joe's presence in Rosaria was never fully explained.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might
He's
see
reenacting
thy
clearly a
charge
game they played when he was a kid to prove who he is.
You're still the finest Madu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
This person is too happy. It's not going to end well for them. Any character above a certain contentedness level is doomed.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Why then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
Yeah, he's far too happy.
This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice.
Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just
I was thinking the same thing. I didn't say it though.
Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Okay, so we have time to pass now, so there might be some... Still can't go anywhere else though, so I can't even go where the other marks are.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
A new missive has been... Oh, okay. I've received a letter. I was going to go grab that side quest, but I'll see what the letter is first.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad with all the bloody dust.
Ah, I've got a bunch of stuff. Wish I knew what these words meant. The second side quest. That's the second side quest I've seen with like a plus symbol. I think the other one was the one where we got the Chocobo, so that might give us another like permanent unlock.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady.
Oh, hang on, what's this behind you here? To marinate? Oh no, it's how to cook a Chocobo. Burn that note.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid?
I looked at the
Honestly,
pictures.
One glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all.
What about the
What I
other
wouldn't
meat?
give to bring
You know the
these
one I mean.
recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Human.
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gormans of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient.
It's people.
A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time.
It's gonna be Marlborough. Well, we're gonna find out, because I'll go do it. Because I presume that means I can leave now, right? Yes, perfect. Because I also want to go over here somewhere and try and find that mark. I presumed it just meant like a plant, one of those plant enemies.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each
No.
other, don't we?
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up. Hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
You fought numerous scorpions here, Clive. You did not need to ask that question. It made you look stupid.
Stay sharp.
Don't you go causing any trouble, pal.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Oh no, I tried to ride my bike somewhere I shouldn't in a Pokemon game. Okay, I can sprint here, so surely, yeah. Bird can jump. Oh, the bird can hover. What is the get off button? I can't. I can't see the controls on the bottom right of the screen.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
God, that is a short range.
It's over.
Unwanted violet. Unwattened.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Okay, there's nothing else for us to do here that I'm aware of. Tombury jam. That's blood!
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose.
He's just going to risk poisoning himself.
I won't be long.
He's going on a culinary adventure. Ugh.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What the salt on the senses is like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
I think this man might be insane. Oh. Damn, that's a big defense boost. How big is the attack boost I'm getting currently? 12? It doesn't sound like a lot. Give me 30 more defense.
Typical nobles.
Scorpion farming sounds
How
fun.
did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
There are new billets being posted every day.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down.
Is that the boat guy?
Whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough
Oh, I know,
fire in his
the
belly to
blacksmith.
get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Maybe the plus means it's multiple parts or something. Although this could unlock more blacksmithing options, and that's why it's the plus.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
I kept meaning to talk to him anyway to see if I could upgrade any of my accessories.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
That's the end of that then.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He speaks the truth.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
I just hear Karen when they say that. Just Karen.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one.
It's going to be a travelling Tonbury salesman.
Don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe?
Oh, that's not the one I was going to go after because it was clear something.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Use the hunt board. Okay. I should have talked to the blacksmith again. Oh, I'll do it before leaving. Dozmere. Ah, I made a new one appear. That is a griffin, alright. Ooh, he's hard. Clear view. Yeah, I have no idea where that is. Use the... I did. I looked at it. Is there another button I need to press? There it is, right there. Does it just say cancel in the bottom corner? It does. Open bills. I presume I can just leave now and go to Caer Norvin. I'm gonna go back to the blacksmith first though. Because this will probably be a hard fight if it's anything like the Ottoman.
That monster's taking quite a liking to me.
Clive,
Oui.
so will it be?
No, I'm still using the best stuff I have access to, it feels like. Never mind then.
Fine.
Alright, local map, West Gate. Is it going to be in there maybe? These don't have directions, but I guess that would make over here the West Gate, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's have a look around. I presume the griffin is big, so we'd see it from quite far off. I can just go that way as well, actually. Hang on. It looks like there's this transition, though. Yeah, there is. Yeah, if I come down this way, I'm going to check this little recess in here. Oh, the enemies don't level up with you. If I was supposed to press a button that wasn't showing on the hunter's board and you can tell me. You can tell me that. Because I don't like that it hasn't updated to say use the hunter board, but that could just be because it doesn't want to point you literally to where it is.
Farewell.
Alright, it was not over here. There was a gill bug though. I'm going to presume it's the other side of the gate because this has to be orientated by the compass, right? So north has to be up here. So it's probably there, which means I need to get there from... Well, I presume zoning here isn't going to do it, but let's check. Just makes you open the world map. But since we're entering from there, it should put us at the gate rather than at the town. No, it's going to put us where the stone is, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Wait, that's not fine. I still need to get on. Never mind. Which one do we need here? We need this one. Here's where all the wine stuff was, if I remember rightly. Indeedy.
Good day to you.
Now, which way am I leaving out of here? Dead ahead, basically.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
Pardon? This road? Yes, take the left.
Good girl.
See if we can find ourselves a griffin. Don't have time to fight. That's not a griffin, that's a drake. Now from here we are simply following this up and then taking the little bridge. Oh, there's an invisible wall.
Griffins don't exactly make for
Ah, I
easy
was
prey.
right.
Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Oh, there it is, up there. Go back to Dragon's Dogma.
The work will have to wait. Vogel, look sharp.
It's fighting a lot like Garuda. little low there. Oh, I should have jumped. Did a little bit of a young Garuga there. It's doing all the young Garuga world effects. Finished in style. Hello, Ty. You're currently watching at work. That's not something you should admit to, but it's going well. The game is very good. I was focused on the fight there because the mark targets are... Ooh. Ooh, used for a weapon, presumably. The mark targets are hard.
Something there, boy. Could that be our man? Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry.
No, I'll be taking the griffin as well. I
I'd
killed
say
it.
it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Griffin hide greaves?
And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Masterwork soul! Two Gil. Now is that clear whatever place on this map? Clearview, there we go. Okay, it's somewhere there. I've already forgotten what it was, but there's a monster there to be hunted, so let's try and get that and then go back. And we'll see the setup to the next story mission, and then that will be the point at which we decide whether or not we're just playing this tonight or also Mech Warrior.
There's two. Keep them pilchers nice and chill.
Look at this place.
Now, does anyone remember what the other monster I was hunting was? What are we looking for out here? What was it? Was it a drake? Yes. No, the special drake was the next one along. It wasn't that. I don't think it had a picture, did it? It wasn't a Jacobo. Raptor? Final Fantasy 11 Raptors. Clever girls. They were lying in wait behind a rock. Alright, so we're looking for something that we don't know what it is. What is that over there? It's an antelope or something. I don't remember if it just said it was in Clearview. I think it did. I think it just said Clearview Sandbreak, which is where we are currently, so we'll just have to have a look around. Is that something there? I think that's just a normal dragon. I don't think that's the target. Oh, the big crystal's gone because we destroyed it.
Let's go.
That's still... no, that does not count as the same area, so it's not through there. I have no qualms with you, Crab. No, this is not the same area. Maybe it is that wyvern sleeping on the beach, but it didn't seem unique enough. Hello, Nest.
All right.
Oh, wasn't it called like the death something? So maybe it has to be night. Is this another dragon? How far does this go? We're basically at the edge. This doesn't seem like where there would be a fight. There's not enough room to maneuver. You can tell me its name. Wasn't it Death something? Angel of Death. Sounds pleasant. Wait, this is a part of this map I haven't been to. One in the background is breathing fire on Torgal.
Get him!
Well, they were clearly not my mark, but I am curious if there's anything up here. Yeah, they're a lot bigger and more detailed, but yeah, I recognized them instantly. Where else might there be a little side path I haven't... looks like I filled it all in. I'm not convinced the time of day is changing. Like, it feels like it's perpetually almost sunset. Oh. What is that there? That's not a normal looking thing, that's one of Garuda's children. That's probably it. That's 100% it. A runa. Maybe not. It's obviously a mark, but this is probably it.
That's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy. Nice try.
Yeah, she's got the moveset of the Garuda children. Doing Benedicta type attacks. Alright. Not too shabby. Oh, so close. Oh, I should double check it wasn't 2,200.
Rest well. I know I will.
Alright, back home. See what goodies we get for doing that. Oh, actually, let's hand in the blacksmith one first.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might... How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
I don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need.
Thank you for resubbing,
I can
Liam.
make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
You're back from your cousin's wedding. How inebriated are you? On a scale of funk to drunk.
As if there was a better one out there. It wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Yes, I can tell how good friends both of you are by the fact he's completely indifferent to you. Ooh. Same drafts unlock new crafting options. Okay.
What do you need? So, what'll it be?
I know, I need Electrum. It is a good, pardon me, it is a good belt. I don't know what that symbol is next to the Electrum though. Maybe I've never found it, that's what it means. Okay. Gelatinous mass. Okay. Interesting. Shockingly sober. Yeah, none of this is better compared to them. I'll have to wait for Electrum and Gelatinous, whatever it was. Let's hand in those other marks. See if I can get anything besides a meteorite.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear?
Floof floof. So this is in the Broken Hilt in Rosaria. That's not where you hand it in. You hand in to this lady.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Alright, give me my meteorite.
You earned this.
They're super rare. Berserker ring, sure.
Here you are.
A song and an empty shard.
All yours.
And we don't get to see fully. Cleric's Medallion +1, Dire Wolf Jess. Expand Renown to unlock. Alright.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Let's take a look at the... Increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. Without knowing how much each one goes up by or for how long, it's hard to gauge how interesting that is. You know what? I think leaving off this part for YouTube with having to speak to her over there is probably a good point.